What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. We're here today with another teaser of Paladins. In today's teaser, this appears to be another art of a card because of the aspect. It's called aspect ratio of the picture. What I'm trying to say is the format. It's a square almost, not a rectangle. So what it happens to be on most of those cases, it's because it's an art of a card, just like last picture. And like Koga Furia, this may definitely be the champion himself. We may be seeing right now for the first time how his robes or has his uniform of pirate or whatever you want to call it will be. The reason why I believe it's a pirate's really easy. The first picture actually mentioned something about being the the leader of the bandits and the scoundrels and so on. So that does give a little bit of a side here to either it's pirates or it's some sort of a naval force that's actually like from the magistrate. Maybe they're bad. I don't know. Maybe they're just some like outside guild, almost like the Thousand Hands. Not to mention that I noticed that if you take a look into his robe, in the back looks like to have almost like a skull, but with tentacles. So pretty much like the Kraken, if you don't know what that is, or the Hukulu. It's a weird name. Right now it's not even interesting because it has been identified as a Kraken for this game, since the event mode apparently is going to have some sort of a interactive damage, like constant damage, like doing damage, sort of almost like the not a Rise of Furia, the Ascension's Peak, where you would get like fireballs falling in the ground and doing damage. It was also determined that for this event they will have like a big tentacle just spamming, like hitting the ground in the middle of the map, which could be this place that we saw in the first picture, or maybe just a boat, a big boat, and we fight there, maybe a TDM match or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. And I mean, to have these little tentacles on the skull, they're either just a symbol that they decided to create, or they are believers of the Kraken. And if it was that in mind that some sort of a giant octopus tentacle is gonna hit the map, very much probably it's Kraken. So I'm guessing something like that. And just so you know, on the Pirates of the Caribbean, the only person who could control sort of the Kraken, if I'm not mistaken, it was Davy Jones or the Dutchman. I'm not sure anymore because I haven't seen that for ages, but maybe, just maybe, this character can actually control the Kraken. And maybe this is why they have this symbol. Maybe they have some sort of a connection with the Kraken, or they're just believers of the Kraken. Doesn't really matter. But even so, I still believe that the last picture we saw, it may be him, and here he actually has his robes. So why? I gotta be honest. How does he have like the teleportation technique? I'm not entirely sure. But if you did take a look into this picture, he does find a big treasure, which appears to be a lost treasure inside of a cave or inside of a lost place. And usually there's always stories connected to these treasures as being cursed. And it wouldn't be a surprise to me if this was cursed and somehow he found like a magical item here that did give him like the teleportation technique, but at the same time maybe cursed him and he become like a dead walking or something. Doesn't really, we're not entirely sure, but we gotta see and wait a little bit more for the lure. But if you do take a look into the subtitle of the picture, it says, "Decades spent on the open sea led to a life of treasures and excess. No victory or prize was enough for the admiral and his fleet." Now, admiral usually is not a term used for pirates. Not usually, but it can be used as well. I'm not a big expert on pirates, but I did see all the set of Pirates of the Caribbean, and I did notice that sometimes they would use that term for the part of the pirates, and they tend to be like really accurate when it comes to stories of pirates there. So if anything that I know about pirates is about many things I saw, like movies, cartoons, and so on, and this is exactly what I'm thinking it is. Like, I think he's a pirate. I think he's the leader of the pirate. On last picture was him without his robes. Almost seems like to be almost like an Assassin's Creed thing, because if you saw Assassin's Creed Black Flag, sometimes he would go without the robes, but when he was on the sea hunting for treasures and so on, he would have his robe like this one. Admiral, not sure why. The teleportation technique, we're still to see how that he got it. Is it possible that this picture is actually connected to that, or is it just an art of a card that it's just like you get more of something with this card specifically? I don't know if it's more health because, you know, more money. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe you'll get something like a Lex where you can get more credits for killing a specific target or something, and maybe this one will give you more. I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure how it works, but this card, I'm actually interested to see what it's gonna be. So I'm not gonna make the video too long. The video should be released like immediately after this tweet is done. As right now I'm recording, it's been released 10 minutes ago, so I'm gonna try to release it as soon as possible. Many people don't follow Twitter, so this is gonna be extremely good for them. And like all the other videos, guys, if you do enjoy this, if you do enjoy these little teasers, sort of explanations and theories that I'm doing, just you know, just subscribe if you're new to the channel so you can keep following them. And like the video if you enjoyed. All right, that's all for the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys. Have a wonderful time.
Walk the plank.